keep everything on Bill. You quit speeding up the camera. Embarrassing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
And this is George T. Stagg. This is the 2023 offering of the BTAC collection, 135 proof. The youngest whiskey in this blend, if I am not mistaken, is 15 years and 3 months.
He's rather exacting, isn't he?
I just remember it because I looked it up recently. So this was the winner in our best 15-year bourbon blind.
What else you got to tell us, Poindexter?
It's a delicious bourbon. Many people know this. I don't need to reiterate that. But we're going to get into it.
Caramel brown sugary.
It is nice and dark. Nice and dark. So if I remember correctly, we popped this bottle in particular on our first live stream we ever did. They ended up having to be on Instagram because TikTok wouldn't let us.
Because
we had to go live 3 times for 20 minutes and yada 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 blah blah blah.
I thought it was because we were smoking cigars. That's what I thought.
No, different one.
Okay.
Different one.
All right.
That's when we actually could go live on TikTok.
I thought it was when we were burning Indians' crops. As Alexander Haig
Cubans,
said.
folks.
As Alexander Haig said to John F. Kennedy.
Just a grape bomb.
There is a lot of fruit in there.
Nice, rich, sweet.
There's also a brown sugar, caramel.
Yeah, brown sugar. There's some nice oak spices in there.
Yes.
Not presenting so much as rye spice, but if I remember correctly, this palate's fairly spicy.
I think the spice probably is driven by the oak. I think.
Derivative of the oak. Does that work? I think that works. It's been a while since I was in college, folks. Or school of any kind, frankly. I'm old now. I may not look it.
Oh, you look at crow's feet.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. Shave off that mustache, you got them lines going straight up and down.
You know, I do have old people fingers. I'm going to see if I can show this on camera.
Don't be giving the camera the finger.
When I straighten
God, why
my
do these
fingers
times?
out, you see how the tips of them look like they're wrinkled? And then
Stay out of the water. Don't spend so much time in the shower.
But then I don't do it and it's fine.
You're
And I do that,
engaged.
and it is. Hello, intro. You ready to sip this?
We might as well. Can't get worse.
Oh, God. Let's go.
Oh, man.
So much spice.
Amazing spice, yes.
So
Not
much.
getting a lot of oak
spice.
on the back end.
It's more mid palate.
Front and mid, yeah.
Pepper spice.
Yes.
Lots of pepper spice.
Oh, sweetness?
That brown sugar.
Yes.
Brown sugar, grape are just melding in together. Makes it kind of hard to discern what you're tasting every little millisecond that it's on the palate. Whew.
Not bad for $99, huh?
Yeah, because that's what you got this for.
That's right.
Whew, man. There's 2 more on the shelf over there. We got to figure out what years those are from.
Those 2 are from the same year. I think they're more like
17, 18?
Yeah, 16, 17, somewhere in there. Yeah.
16's a hazmat. Heck, I need to check
No,
the proofs on
definitely
those.
not 16.
All right, well, then 17, 18. Well, that's... Whew, boy. Man, it lingers so long.
It does.
There's a reason.
It's still tingling.
Yeah.
From the spice.
There's a reason why a lot of people will say the best bourbon I've ever tasted was at George T. Stagg. And they are just consistently good. We were at Justin Gold's house, one of the founders of our Bourbon Society in CBS, And I had the opportunity to try a 2024 and a 2020 side by side. 2020 blew the 2024 out of the water, but the 24 is still fantastic.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. They're so much better. But this one is
so good.
excellent.
Yeah. It's like you think that's not possible, and then you get to try those, and it's like, ooh, boy,
Man, this is so sweet on the nose.
I know. Like very, very fruit forward.
Fruit, brown sugar.
Yeah, and then that
cinnamon.
brown sugar comes in. But then you get with that oak that comes in, you kind of get a little bit of that pepper.
Yeah.
And it's just a little tease of what's to come.
Let's come on the palate. Just a touch drying.
Yeah. Anything that's this old
Yeah.
is going to have a little bit of that effect to it, especially at 135 proof.
A little tannic drying in there.
Just a little bit. Man, that pepper spice is nice and strong.
It is.
But the sweetness is just right there with it, mingling back and forth.
Yeah, it's not quite front, not quite middle, kind of in between the two.
It's just like, I feel like I'm getting distinctive differences on each level of the palate, and then at the same time they're mingling back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
Incredibly complex pour.
Yes. That's a very good point. Very complex.
And the crazy thing about this bottle is that people say the 2023 is not good. And if you call that not good, I'd like to see your bar.
Yeah. Yeah. We do have to crack one of those other ones.
Yeah. We'll do a versus.
Yeah. There we go. Tomorrow, 8 a.m.
All right. Let's burn our palates early.
Yeah, just gotta get broken in.
Wear it out a little bit.
If you're gonna go fishing in the North Atlantic, jump straight in. Get straight out.
Nice and chilly.
Yeah. Jump straight in.
Where are you at?
A minus.
A. This is so good.
It's just a touch tannic.
Just a tiny bit on the finish, but everything else about the palate really makes up for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if it didn't make up for it, we'd be a C.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you. Whew, boy.
And we get a little jaded.
Huh?
We get a little jaded.
I mean, we have some pours that are very special to us. Some things, and we have a particular profile that we both lean towards, and that might be Wild Turkey. And I saw one of the bottles you were looking at up there.
Well,
So
yeah. And then, then you got some old Carters, man, that are just
those are very good.
phenomenal.
Those are very good.
So
I got a Calumet 17 sitting right here that's fantastic too.
some Nashville Barrel Company stuff that's
I don't think I can put Nashville Barrel Company on this level.
it's hard to because they're ryes in general. The ones I love the most are ryes.
Yeah.
So
I've yet to have a BTAC rye.
but yeah, me too, because I've never had the Saz.
We've had.
I've had the THH, and those are.
Look, we're going to the KBF, Kentucky Bourbon Festival. We're showing up 2 whole days early because after our long drive-in, we'll be at Evergreen Liquors for Wednesday night half-price pours, and I've got a list of bourbons that I'd like to try, and if they have them, I'm getting them.
Yeah.
And
He's saving up.
Saz 18 and a Thomas H. Handy are on that list.
And I don't think I've ever had Saz 18 myself, but it's going to have to really stretch to beat some of the Thomas H. Handys I've had.
I've heard kind of the same, but I'm looking forward to it.
The thing is that the Saz 18 is a lower proof.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think it's like 90 or something.
The thing I've heard about the Handys are that they are, like, some of them are only 6 years old.
But it's a rye.
Exactly. It's a rye.
It does not have to be.
It doesn't
the
need
age.
all of that.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you get one that's nice and old, it's great.
Yeah. There's a 22-year-old Artist Spirit up there that
not on camera.
I just had some this week. I just went back and revisited it this week.
Very good.
Like, man, that's some good stuff right there.
So, guys, thanks so much for hanging out here with us this evening.
And like a great bourbon, our videos get better with time.
And as always, take care of yourselves.